Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Dan Brown. What a day yesterday. Just rained all day long since Saturday. Picked up 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. Improvement today in terms of not much rain, but we are going to be dealing with clouds throughout the day today. I think the brightest part of the day will probably be later this afternoon into the evening, especially across Franklin County. So a little bit of sunshine later on, but for the bulk of the day, it will be mostly cloudy. But again, we're not expecting much, maybe a spot shower. The moisture from the remnants of Ophelia continue to move away. And I think tomorrow we'll see improvement as well, more in the way of sunshine. So today we'll call it mainly cloudy, cool, breezy, mid-60s. When we got to 60 yesterday, we'll tack on about 4 or 5 today. Then tomorrow, sun and clouds, a nice day overall, upper 60s near 70 on Thursday. That may end up being the pick of the week. And now we got to watch out for some moisture late Friday into Saturday morning, kind of lurking offshore. So we'll fine tune that as we get closer to it, but that could be our next weather maker. Let's check on today's top stories. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Dan. I'm Amanda Callahan. Here's your latest news update from Western Mass News. A man charged for dragging and injuring a state trooper on the highway last week is expected to be arraigned today. He was out arraigned yesterday because he was still in the hospital after Friday's incident. We've also learned the suspect, Michael J. Williams Jr. of Greenfield, had an extensive criminal past. He'll face a judge sometime today in Holyoke District Court. Also happening today, the defense will begin presenting their arguments in the murder case of Kara Rentala after the prosecution rested yesterday. This is the 4th trial for Rentala, accused of killing her wife 13 years ago in Granby. The first 2 trials ended in mistrial. Rentala was found guilty at her 3rd trial in 2016, but that was then overturned by the state Supreme Judicial Court. Happening today in Agawam, there will be a Meet the Candidates event for the town's upcoming public office elections. Candidates for mayor and city council are invited. This is an informal event where residents can ask questions to the candidates. The event will take place tonight at the Agawam Public Library from 6 to 8:30 p.m.